What is going on, YouTube people? Neo Cards and Comics here. Was not planning on recording a video today. And then something popped up, like it typically does, in the old sports card world. And it was just the reaction to it was very intriguing to me. What are we talking about? So, Topps Finest came out this week. People have started ripping boxes of it, doing breaks. I have heard varying reports of this popping up throughout the day today. The one confirmed one that I have, so if you've all seen this somewhere else, please let me know in the comments down below. But a breaker, Chris J, Cards Infinity, opened a box during a break, and the entire box was gold mini diamond cards numbered to 50 or less. You can see the photo there. This is a tweet from Topps. If you scroll down here, there is, oops, did I go past it? There is a actual, there it is, here it is here. Here is the actual video of him opening it up. So you can see that it is 100% legitimate. So throughout the day today, people were speculating, was this an error box? Was this intentional? What's going on here? You can see in the video there, him realizing what's going on here. And then later this evening, Topps retweeted it and said, looks like you unearthed a golden treasure chest. So it seems like, and once again, this is the only one I saw confirmed, but there has been rumblings that other boxes like this have been opened, that this was done on purpose. Topps essentially, we all love this term, the hobby loves this term, loaded boxes. Topps loaded some boxes and randomly inserted them into cases, essentially, is to me what this boils down to, and sent them out amongst the people. Seeing this, and now realizing that it's not just like a random error box, and that this is something that they've actually done. We don't know how rare they are, if it's always golds out of 50s, or if there are other versions of these. I'm guessing not, since it's called Golden Treasure Chest. I actually think that's really cool. That, you know, this is not the first time a company has done this. There has been times in the past across sports cards, TCG, other trading cards, where people have put out what is called a God box. Whether that's, sometimes it's an error, but on occasion, companies have done it intentionally. And it appears Topps has done this intentionally. Like I said, I thought this was pretty cool to know that every once in a while, you might hit a God box and just be absolutely loaded with all this stuff. And it's basically like winning the lottery, like gambling. Didn't say it. Whoops. Said the G word. Woohoo. People are going to come after me. I just think this is pretty cool. The vibe from, air quotes, the hobby is, this is the worst thing to ever come. I cannot believe that they did this. This is a joke. My boxes all sucked. All the hits were in here. This is a terrible look. You just scroll through there. Once again, just scroll through these. Looks like Top messed up. Now wants to assume this was intentional. I actually think that this probably was intentional, to be quite honest with you. This is terrible. That gold out of 50 won't be found in any other boxes. And this is why I don't buy Topps Finest or any other Topps Finest. You know this is a bad look, right? Here's one that's actually saying, I like seeing regular folks winning. Should I even buy the product now? Bronus Swagner here basically says, this is a marketing gimmick. Why aren't you spreading these out amongst the people? Some people speculating that these mini diamonds maybe can only be found in Golden Treasure Chest, which, if that's the case, that's even cooler in my opinion. Like, that's a really great way to do it, because then you're not taking a hit out of the box. So we're not 100% sure still exactly all the details on this, but maybe it's a one-off. Topps is calling it a golden treasure chest. Who knows? People realize this is a bad look. Not cool, man. Not cool. Cool. No wonder my boxes sucked. So what? I guess my thought here is what do you guys and girls all think about this? Because I honestly think this is kind of a cool, interesting thing to do. Sure, throw some loaded boxes out there. Everyone in the world complains about everyone else in the world getting loaded boxes. So now they actually put loaded boxes into the wild, and people are still mad. I I don't know what to tell you guys. I really don't. Is it a marketing stunt? Is it a marketing gimmick? Yeah, sure. But it's one that an average person has a chance at least opening. I don't know. To me, that seems pretty cool. It didn't go to an athlete. It didn't go to an influencer. It didn't go to a content creator. It just got sent out into the wild. Or are we running to the tinfoil drawer? Tinfoil hat time. Brigade, tinfoil hat brigade. Mount up. Is this a mistake that they made? And now this is, guys, hey, marketing department. Listen, we screwed up in the factory and we did this. So you guys got an hour to come up with something because we want to put out something that says this is what this is. So create something that we just made up on the fly. Does the tinfoil hat brigade think that's what happened here? This was either 100% intentional or was and they are backtracking and covering their tracks. My lean is that this is intentional. That's just my lean. We'll see. People have said the checklist has been pulled from the website. I did not go over to look to see if the Topps Finest checklist is still up there, to see if these gold mini diamond cards are on the regular product release checklist. Maybe this is something they created specifically for these hot boxes. But like I said, this is not the first time a company has done, if this is indeed the case, that they have decided to roll this out, that a company has done a God box. These have been throughout the time of sealed products. God boxes have existed here and there. It is not the craziest thing in the world. And I think it's kind of cool that the big companies are doing it. Mix these things in every once in a while. That would be a lot of fun, though. Could you imagine actually opening one of those things up? Yeah, sure, your odds are like nearly impossible, but that's most things. And as long as if they're doing it and they're doing it legitimately and correctly, and I guess to be determined on that, but if the general overall pack odds of the product are not affected by this, if that is built into the math, that when you look at the odds, that what you're going to hit on your averages per box and your average pack odds and all that stuff, as long as the math checks out on that, I don't have a problem with this. I just don't. Maybe that's a hot take. I don't know. Apparently I'm full of them this week. I don't see the issue with it at all. I am sure people in the comments down below are mad about something. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I really do. The thing that I am most intrigued by this is, did they create this subset specifically for these boxes? Like, are these gold mini diamonds are the only way to find these in the loaded boxes? Or is it part of the regular checklist and they didn't actually make 50 of these golden treasure chests? I think like I said, I think it would be cool if this was just a subset that they designed specifically for this. There's 50 of each card, however many boxes they could get out of it. I don't know what the checklist is on Topps Finest off the top of my head. And then you'd have 50 of each card, and that would be however many boxes. You could math out how many of these things actually exist then, based off those numbers. I think that would be pretty cool if this particular parallel was designed specifically for this, because then it wouldn't affect the regular product outside of if you happen to hit one of these boxes. I don't know. Like I said, curious for your thoughts and comments down below on this one, this spicy meatball. I see no issues with this. As long as, like I said, as long as the math checks out, and as long as it was factored in, then I have absolutely zero issue with this. I just think this is one of those cases where people on the internet want to get mad about something, and this is the next thing to get mad about. That's kind of where I sit on this. They got mad because influencers and content creators and athletes get loaded boxes, and then they make loaded boxes and distribute them to the people, and they are still mad about that. I don't know. I just don't know anymore. That's all I got for you, boys and girls. Be very interested to read the comment section on this one. Catch you on Sunday. Peace.